Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you are watching from, whenever you are watching from, it is Monday morning. And we're going to do a quick round one recap of the good, the bad, the ugly, and what I predicted. I should have went with my head in the East, more with my heart. Because if I would have went with my head, I would have had Toronto in 7. I would have had Florida in 7, Washington in 7, Carolina in 5, Winnipeg in 6, Dallas in 7, Vegas in 6, and the Oilers in 6. I would have been almost perfect. But I went my heart, and we all know what my heart did. It didn't do that. Well, let's get into it a little quickly here. Again, congratulations to the teams that did not win. St. Louis, Colorado, Minnesota, LA, Ottawa, Tampa, Montreal, and New Jersey. Congratulations on making it to the playoffs. That's half the battle. Half the battle is being one of the 16. Unfortunately for you, you just came up a wee bit short. In the case of St. Louis and Colorado, 1 goal away. Oh, St. Louis. We're going to talk about that first. Congratulations to Winnipeg last night, by the way. Double OT, double OT. Anyways, here's the bracket. As I said, if I picked with my heart, I would have picked a little... If I picked with my head, I would have picked a little differently. My bracket's not completely busted. I'm still sitting at 63% correct. The West really helped me out. Like, my West predictions were bang, bang, bang. Except for the Jets. But that's a whole different my story here. Anyways, like I said, we are going to talk about the Jets first because they're the most recent team. Jets beat the Blues in 7. Game 7 last night. Oy, oy, oy. I feel bad for St. Louis this morning. I truly do feel for the Blues this morning. You had the lead 3-1. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. And there's no excuses. No excuses, no nothing. You blew it. St. Louis, you blew it. Hellebuyck wasn't Hellebuyck. He was not gold standard Hellebuyck. He was not Vezina winning Hellebuyck. He was worse than Stuart Skinner. Yeah, that's a dig at Stu, but hey, let's all be real. He's a mid goalie, and he's okay with it. And we're okay with it. But Hellebuyck is not a mid. Hellebuyck is elite, playing like he's barely NHL caliber. You as the Blues blew the game, blew the series, and you're going to see Winnipeg get... That video's coming up later today. Anyways, moving on to the second series that ended in 6 games, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild. I thought Minnesota had a really good chance to push 7 games, even win this series. Unfortunately, a few calls going the other way, which we kind of have to predict going further, as the Oilers are taking on the Vegas Golden Knights next. You gotta believe that the Golden Knights are going to get the benefit of the doubt. But Vegas Hallmarks, they ended it. They scored more. They had to do what they had to do to dispatch the team from Minnesota. Now, let's talk about the Kings and the Oilers. Was there ever any doubt? Was there any... No. There was no doubt at all that the Oilers were beating the LA Kings. There was no doubt in my mind that they were going 6 games. I mean, I understand there was a few of yous that were shaking in your booties, kind of thinking, oh my goodness, they're down 2 games to none, going to Edmonton for game 3. Can they come back? Yes, they freaking can. They found their legs in the second period of game 3. But we'll see what happens when they play the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll see what happens moving forward. Now the series, everybody was predicting to be a Molly... trying to fix my words here. The series everybody thought would be the tough series the hard-hitting series, the series that would take its toll, really wasn't that. Dallas, Colorado. Yeah, it went 7, but there wasn't massive, nasty hits like the Blues Jets series. That Blues Jets series is probably the best series in the NHL so far, bar none. And we thought it was going to be the Dallas Colorado series. It didn't work out that way. I don't know what Dallas and Colorado are doing. It's like they're trying to play finesse hockey. But it came down to Rantanen scoring a hat trick against his old team. Eek. Hey, sometimes it bees like that. So like I said, we're going to recap the West. I said that the Jets were going to win in 6. They won in 7. I said Vegas was going to win in 6. They won in 6. I said the Oilers were going to win in 6. They won in 6. I said Dallas was going to win in 7. They won in 7. Now let's talk about the East. Let's talk about the East. I predicted Carolina was winning the series in 5, 4-1, and they did, right? Like, Jersey, thanks for showing up. You made the playoffs. You're kind of still the mid team we think you are. But, hey, you made the dance. That's all that matters. You got that little bit of money, extra money for your owner. Hey, it is what it is. Now, we move along to the Washington-Montreal series. And, yes, you can get mad at me. Yes, you can call me out on it. I said Washington was done. I didn't expect the Washington Capitals to get, let me choose my words carefully, away with as much as they did. There was a lot of dirty shenanigans going on that Washington got away with, and that's okay. I was reminded this past week, a friend of mine who's played in the NHL playoffs, he said to me, the NHL playoffs are about the aggressor. If you are the aggressive team and you can get away with being the smidge dirtier, like a little bit on the edge of illegal activity, if you're the team that is that way right from the get-go, right from the jump, and you just continue that identity, you're continuing to push it, you continue to be the aggressor, you continue to do the dirty hit, you continue to kind of do that little extra elbow to the head, you're going to benefit, because one of two things is going to happen. Thing number one, the refs are going to call it, you're going to be in the box, and your coach is going to be really mad at you, and you're going to have to change the way that you're playing, because you're going to put your team down man advantage after man advantage, and eventually the other team is going to score on the power play. Or what we saw in the Washington series, you're going to be the aggressor, and you're going to get away with it. So you can continue being the aggressor, and as long as you're continuing the precedent that you set, continuing to push, you're going to benefit your team. Wilson benefited his team from it. He was the aggressor. He was the dirty player that got away with it, and it benefited his team. I don't like it, but that's playoff hockey. Maybe that's a little thing for the Edmonton Oilers moving forward to be listened to. Be the aggressor. If you are the aggressor with the dirty little extra shove, little extra elbow, little extra cross check, be the aggressive. Little late hits, borderline interference, but the ref won't call everything. So if you just continue being the aggressor throughout the entire series, you benefit. Anywho's, congratulations to the Washington Capitals. Now the series that I was like, wow, I don't know who the Tampa Bay Lightning are. I don't. I had Tampa Bay Lightning winning in 7. They didn't even make it a series. Florida basically was, we're the Stanley Cup champions. We're going to come into Tampa and just beat the hell out of you. And that's what they did. Again, they were the aggressor. They were the more impactful team on the dirty hits, on the dirty plays. They hurt a few Tampa Bay players along the way. Hey, ref don't call it. What are we supposed to do about it? Play on. And the final series of the playoffs that I predicted. I said Tampa was going to win. I said Ottawa was going to win in 7. They almost did it. They almost pushed it to 7. But again, full marks to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Congratulations. Now you get the Florida Panthers. Let's see what you do against Florida. Anyway, that's just my quick little recap. We got the Jets and Stars on Wednesday. We got the Panthers, Maple Leafs tonight. We have Capitals, Hurricanes tomorrow. The Oilers, Knights tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun second round, folks. Anyways, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, what were your predictions? Are you guys still alive in the bracket, or do you have to do a second chance bracket? I don't have to do a second chance bracket because I feel like the teams that I have right now, the Edmonton, the Carolina, are going to meet each other in the final, so my bracket is still pretty safe in the West. But what are your thoughts? Who do you think is winning round 2? Winnipeg, Vegas, Edmonton, Dallas, Carolina, Washington, Florida, Toronto? Who you got? Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching. My name's Matt for OilersFanReaction. Till tomorrow, live. I can't remember what time the start time is. I will update you guys on that. Doses.